One Championship, Asia's largest sports media property, on a mission to celebrate the true beauty of martial arts through the development of global superstars. One Championship has arrived. Welcome to North America.
All right, guys, welcome to Tarps Off Sports episode of One Championship. Welcome to North America. Here we have Geje Eustaquio. I always am a little tough on the pronunciations in Canada. We're a little bit slow on that one. Hey, how are you, Geje? How are you, my man?
Everything is good. It's been a long rain here in the mountains of Philippines, but God is good. God is good. I'm fine. I'm healthy. My family is good. Everything is fine.
That's amazing, man. That's exactly what you want to hear.
Yeah, so the pandemic was quite a layoff for everybody. How are you doing through that? Have you been struggling to get fights, training? How has everything gone for you during the pandemic?
I know most of the people in the world is struggling this period of time, but uh, as much as possible, we have to stay positive, We have to take things the positive way, or else it will really become very, very tough for each and everyone. For me, I took it positively in a way that I can spend a lot of time to my family and friends, and of course, reflect on the things I need to improve to become a better and progressive Geje Eustaquio.
That's right. That's awesome, my friend. So now you've had a lot of time to sit at home. You know, you're coming off a couple wins here, getting everything on the right road. And it's like, when you take a look down the line here, is there any one fighter in particular you have in mind to fight next, or is it just kind of whoever comes and sees you?
Honestly, it's not my job to choose whose opponent I'm going to face, but if given the privilege, I would like to compete with the Indian guy. There is this unfinished business that got canceled for 2 times because of the pandemic. I hope to finish that business with Gary or Gerdarshan Mangat from India.
Awesome. That's great.
And so during this pandemic, you said you've been working on your game. What element of your game do you think needed improvement? What have you been working on?
Most of the time, I'm working on with my timing and wrestling. I'm taking into consideration the distance of the competition so that I can implement the right timing for every skill or striking skills I'm doing. At the same time, I'm spending a lot of time on my wrestling defense and wrestling offense, both,
That's
because I
excellent.
believe it's a very big factor in the competition. When you are very good with takedowns, you can dictate where the match will go.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Now, I know mixed martial arts, obviously, there's so many factors that go into it. Now, I know even people have said, talking to other fighters we've spoken with, they've taken a lot of lessons from previous jobs and other things. And when I was doing my research into you, I saw you were actually a teacher before. Um, what were you able to take from that profession into the world of fighting?
Yeah, I have a master's degree in physical education, and I've been a teacher for a year. I taught in a academy for a year, and it's fun. I know it's my spiritual gift. I'm very, very good in teaching. Uh, and of course, when you teach things, you can understand it easily. When you're teaching something, you can understand it easily. That's why I find faster pace compared to other athletes when it comes to learning mixed martial arts. Uh, there was a time I still remember that during the early days of my jiu-jitsu or the ground game, I used to teach them. That's why I can absorb it very, very fast.
Yeah, and you were involved in one of the biggest fights in one championship history, obviously a trilogy matchup with Adriano Moraes. Can you tell us what that was like to be involved in the trilogy fight and the atmosphere that surrounded it?
The trilogy is awesome. It's just that the third match didn't go. The decision didn't go with me, but I kept reviewing the fight or the matchup, and I found out that it it I still have the chance if given another opportunity going for the four times. Maybe I can get it one more time.
Yeah, tie that back up and fourth a fifth one. That would be incredible. A fifth. I don't know if we've ever seen that across MMA. That would be something that would be incredible. Now, speaking from incredible, you're from the Philippines, but I mean, it's impossible. You know, boxing's part of the one of the mixed martial arts in the sport. What's the impact of guys like Manny Pacquiao? What kind of impact do you see a fighter like him have in your community and in the Philippines in general?
When it comes to sports, everybody look up to Manny Pacquiao here in Philippines as their biggest athlete or the most popular athlete here in the Philippines. Even me myself, I found him as really legendary and very very great boxer. I saw how he conquered the impossible. He started from nothing, and then look at what he is right now. He even became our senator. And
Yep.
if you're going to look at his life, guys, it's like he's really a good example of the world impossible. You
Yep.
know, uh, if he's really a very big representation here in our country. There's a lot of athletes like me and other athletes, coming up athletes, who is looking forward uh, to Manny Pacquiao as a very great role model.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even here in North America, people know he's just the greatest guy. Everybody looks up to Pac-Man in the world of boxing, and it's really cool that he can be from a great place like the Philippines.
Yeah, and to bring it back, so Adriano Moraes just beat Mighty Mouse recently. Is Mighty Mouse a fighter that you would want to get the chance to fight? Obviously, he was big in the UFC, big in North America. There would be a ton of eyeballs on you if you got that opportunity. Is that something that interests you?
Yeah, why not? Everybody wants to compete with a legend. They say if you want to become a legend, you have to beat a legend. That's a very pretty easy formula to become a legend. But for now, when I was young, I used to watch Mighty Mouse, and then he became also one of my idol. But right now that he came to one championship, it makes my heart very very happy, because this I used to watch this guy, and now he's in one championship, and then I saw how Adriano competed with him, and that's the gauge.
Yeah, yeah,
Adriano didn't knock me out, but he managed to knock out Demetrious Johnson. So it's not really, the level is not that way different with UFC and one championship. So if there will be a chance that we will be competing with one another, I think I can pull a surprise.
yeah. Absolutely, man. I love to hear that. That's incredible. Now, one thing I wanted to ask you about here as well was, we're doing one Welcome to North America little series here, trying to bring some fighters that maybe North Americans don't know a ton about and bring them over here. Um, they did the one on TNT series. There was 4 fights through the month of April. Were you able to take those in? And are you hoping to see one championship make that cross into the United States pretty soon here?
Yeah, one championship is a very good company, with very great leader and monstrous crew. They've been into mixed martial arts for just like 7, 8 or 9 years from, I guess 8 or 9 years, and look at what they have done.
Yeah.
They also did the impossible from 100 million to how much right now? I think they're into 2.2 billion something.
Billion, yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's large. It's
So
large paper at one
yeah,
championship. I love to see it too, because everyone, like, being on the media side, and I mean, I'm sure you know this too. They're just like top shelf everything. Very, very
yeah,
organized,
yeah,
very
yeah,
well
yeah, yeah.
spoken. Always, never had a one bad interaction. Not even close to one. Like, couldn't be more opposite of that. They're very great
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah. When it comes to rating, also, when you're going to see the ratings, they even beat UFC,
Hmm.
where
Yeah, it's the
UFC
biggest one.
started like 2 decades ago or 3 decades ago.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible for one to conquer the US market.
Nope.
The way I look at how they work, how the Chatri leads the company. Oh man, if you're going to see how they work, they're really, really, really hard workers.
Oh
They
yeah.
really holds the value of integrity, respect, hard work, guys.
Hmm.
And I'm very happy and proud with one championship, guys, because we are living with the character that we are promoting. This is not just pure business. If you're going to ask their martial artists, you're going to ask their athletes, they can attest to you that this is not pure business. This is true martial arts where we embody the real spirit of respect, honor, integrity, discipline. Only few company only few company will get you out where when you are with UFC, you can trash talk, you can talk about the family of your opponent, but here one bad word, you immediately you're out. That's
Yeah,
how
yeah. You don't do
disciplined
that.
athlete here in one championship.